gear, and a touch of old world elegance is brought to the scene by famed Australian wicketkeeper, Bert Oldfield. To Clive Churchill, who's hopeful his hat augurs well for the completion of a hat. A vital link in his plan is Dennis Pittard. Mike Cleary's 2-year-old daughter, Kylie Ann, makes a cute little rabbit. But in the dressing room, Souths are looking to Elwyn Walters to provide a goodly share of the ball. Is to pack down with Bob McCarthy. Lock Ron Coote faces a busy afternoon. Discussing scrum tactics with Walters is captain and prop forward John Sattler. Balmain's Latcham Robinson is quietly confident, as is club secretary Kevin Humphreys. Coach Leo Nosworthy's calm exterior belies his inner feelings. One of the Tigers' greatest post-war players, Keith Barnes, and swimming great Don Fraser are hoping it's the year of the Tiger. Scorer of the winning try in the final against Manly, powerful winger George Rubner. Rangy second rower Joe Walsh is in his first season with the Tigers, and the youngest forward is 20-year-old hooker Peter Bolton. Centre Alan Fitzgibbon with prop Gary Leo. Fullback Bob Smithies, another playing his first season in Sydney. Rugged 5'8" Keith Alton. Peter Bolton, a replacement against Manly in the final, is to play his first full game in the top grade. As his father did over 20 years ago, John Spencer is giving great service to Balmain. The experience of Peter Proban, Balmain's captain, former English international halfback David Bolton at right, and goal-kicking winger Len Killeen will be invaluable to the more youthful Tigers, 10 of whom are playing their first grand final. Nosworthy has some last-moment advice for prop Barry McTaggart and pivot Chicka Alton, who's lining Dennis Pittard. South Sydney's marching girls add to the colourful atmosphere. And there's an enthusiastic welcome for the official mascot, the largest rabbit ever to stride the Sydney cricket ground. Referee Keith Page, officiating in his first grand final, precedes Souths, led by John Sattler. A polished combination, 11 of the 13 played in last season's grand final when the Rabbitohs defeated Manly, and 9 of them are internationals. They're aiming to win 3 premierships on end, to emulate the great South Sydney sides who took the honours in 1953, 4 and 5. Sparkling in club colours, Balmain's marching girls hail the Tigers mascot in his initial appearance at the SCG. After missing the final through a rib injury, Peter Proban proudly leads Balmain onto the field. Balmain lost the major semi-final to the Premiers by a point, but came back to defeat Manly by a similar margin for the right to challenge Souths. Proban, Leo, David Bolton and the reserve Sid Williams are the only members of today's team who played for Balmain in the '66 grand final. It'll be a tough game, but can the Rabbitohs hold that Tiger? Winning the toss, Balmain runs with the wind. Sims kicks off deep into Balmain's territory where Smithies gathers. Endeavouring to clear the Tigers' half, Smithies kicks through an opening, but showing keen positional sense, Sims gives Coote a chance to burst down the middle until Peter Bolton and Walsh close on him. Dummy half Sattler to O'Neill, who's driven back into the ruck. The Tigers' one-line defensive pattern forces Souths across the field, preventing Honan from straightening the attack, and Walters is well held by the cover defence. Through Sims, Souths try the blind side. A reverse pass to Sattler, who dashes through a narrow opening but is taken down in McTaggart and Bolton's jarring tackle. Balmain scrummaging functions smoothly, and they run the ball, but Alton is taken by his counterpart Pittard. The battle between the pair promises to be one of the game's highlights. Running onto the pass, Spencer kicks through, and following on, Balmain smother tackle Sims, keeping play inside South's half. Faced with the prospect of recovering lost ground, Souths use their forwards. There's little to be gained from kicking into the strong breeze until they make to the halfway line. Even then, Sim's kick is well covered by Smithies, who has Rubner in support, taken by the speedy McCarthy. As Balmain attack, Parker's overhead pass rolls loose. The quick-thinking Bolton toes the ball back to Smithies, ensuring Balmain retains possession. Although coming onto the pass better, Balmain are held by Souths as each side strives for an early breakthrough. Souths are impulsive and are ruled offside, but soon after, Balmain are penalized. Referee Page is cool under the pressure of the big occasion and is on the spot as Balmain storms South's line. He rules no try on McTaggart's double movement. Souths receive a welcome penalty and are able to move out of the danger zone. Slow motion emphasizes the hard nature of play and the effective defensive methods employed by both sides. Souths are continually foiled in their attacking efforts, and Pittard, rated a danger man by Balmain, is well marked. The nimble-footed Honan has 3 men in support, but Bolton intercepts his pass to Moses, who's penalized for illegal work in the tackle. Balmain work play up into South's 25. Alton to Bolton, who snaps a field goal to put first points on the board. Balmain lead 2-0. Sims tries to create an opening for Coote, but the Tigers come from everywhere to chop off South's attacks. Standing wide, Sattler takes the ball on the burst as O'Neill backs up, but he's immediately taken to ground. South's speedier backs find room to move. Burke to Cleary, who's hauled down short of the corner. Crawling along in the tackle, he sends to McCarthy, who fails to hold the ball, and Balmain recovers possession. Running wide and dummying cleverly, Pittard sends Burke away, but he's sandwiched by Parker and Alton. From dummy half, Pittard attempts to get South's backs moving, but coming up quickly, Balmain continue holding the Rabbitohs in their own territory. The Premiers are being bustled as the alert Tigers are ready to capitalize on any errors. Souths are penalized about 35 yards out and right in front. Sends the ball right through the center as Balmain takes a 4-0 lead. Balmain's pack is matching their more experienced rivals in the scrums, and with quick-striking Peter Bolton rising to the occasion, the Tigers' backs get opportunities. But Pittard contains Alton as the absorbing battle of the 5/8 continues. Varying their play, Balmain gradually make to South's 25, where they'll attempt an all-out attack. Alton's diagonal kick to the corner rolls across the dead ball line, giving South some breathing space as they'll restart play from the 25. From the fringe of the ruck, Sattler's able to muster pace, and breaking through tackles has Moses running off him. On to James, who confuses the defense. Breaking clear, he dashes for the line, but Rubner spins him round, preventing a touchdown, although James thinks he scored. Here's the movement again. It's close all right, but no try. For a greater part of the season, Balmain has been chasing the ball in its matches. Consequently, they relish getting so much possession, but Souths frequently jolt the flow of play before it reaches the flanks. Constructive at dummy half, Bolton goes the blind side, but is held by Walters and Pittard. From just outside the 25, Souths are again penalised, giving Killeen another chance. And it's there, the season's second highest point scorer to Eric Chart. Balmain leads 6-0. As the half-time hooter blasts out, Honan's thrust is a threat to Balmain, but again Souths are an opportunity. Take for the dressing rooms. With a 6-0 advantage, the Tigers are in a strong position, but far from secure, as in the second half, the Premiers will exploit the strong breeze. A chance for spectators to relax, whilst attractive teams of marching girls entertain in the center of the arena during the 10-minute spell. In the second half, Souths bring on St. Formosas, Balmain substituting Williams for Rubner, who's pulled a hamstring muscle. As Balmain anticipates, Souths launch a series of raids on the resumption, with Sims taking full advantage of the wind. But the Tigers are prepared for the onslaught and vigorously meet South's challenge. Killeen's kick is snapped up inside halfway by Sims, who tries for a long field goal. Flying off the side of his boot, the ball drops short, and Walsh drops back in support of Smithies. Touchline in Balmain's half, Sims sends Cleary away, but another ankle-high tackle by McTaggart grosses the speedster. Balmain's plan is to keep Souths away from the 25 as switching the point of attack, Proven sends to Smithies. On to Spencer, then Bolton, who sidesteps Burke to break clear until a characteristic coot tackle brings him down. Winning more of the ball, Souths are still unable to penetrate as Balmain's tireless tacklers chop the attacks off short. As the Premiers become frustrated, their teamwork tends to become ragged. From Sims' field goal attempt, the ball strikes the hands of Peter Bolton, and although clearing the bar, it's ruled no goal. Bolton constantly sparks off Balmain counterattacks, but South's forwards defend grimly, driving their opposite numbers crabwise across field, where Sattler regains possession. The Rabbitohs badly need a score to boost their confidence, but are unable to find a gap in Balmain's line.
They don't game like they did in my day.
Spotting openings close in from the play to ball, Balmain clear their 25. Spencer kicks to follow on, but Sate snatches away possession. Sims feeds the backs, but South's passing and handling is suspect under Balmain's sustained pressure.